Hello and welcome to Cluesy. Thank you so much for tuning into my frequency today. So I think you know by now my name is Claire, so I feel like I don't have to say, hey, it's Claire from Cluesy. Anyway, I digress. So this week is Kidney Awareness Week or Kidney Health Week. So I just wanted to have a little chat about kidneys because, you know, we know about kidney beans. We know that Grandma used to try and serve us up kidneys. I'm not a fan. Anyway, the dog loves them, so whatever. But kidneys are super important. They are one of your vital organs. Without them, you are quite sick. If they fail, then you get hooked up to this dialysis machine a few times a week just to try and do what a kidney does. So what are the top functions of the kidneys? Well, one, they're like the liver. They like to remove waste from your body. So super important because we don't want waste in our body. They regulate your electrolytes. There's certain electrolytes that the kidneys regulate. Potassium is one very big one. Without potassium, your heart doesn't work properly. So super important there. Set of filters out waste. Regulates your fluid levels. So fluid balance. We've got to be in a homeostasis and a balance in our fluid intake. If we have too much fluid, it's not good for all of our body systems. They don't work properly. But one of the functions about the kidneys that people may not know is it signals to your bone marrow when to create red blood cells. So it produces a thing called eopoietin. So if your kidneys are damaged and you don't produce that, then your bone marrow doesn't know to produce red blood cells. And what happens when you don't have red blood cells? You don't have oxygen. What happens when you don't have oxygen? Nothing works. So it's super important for that. And then the other thing is super important in the regulation of your blood pressure too. So the kidneys might be small, they may live near the back, but they are super important. You have two, that's how important they are. One on each side of your spine, one tucked up behind the kidney, the liver, and one on the other side. And sitting on top of those, like a helmet, are your adrenal glands. And we have talked about in the past how stress is the new black and the cause of every disease. So can you imagine these poor adrenal glands that are working overtime because we're so stressed, sitting like a helmet on top of your kidneys? Got to have an impact on the kidneys, doesn't it? So look after your kidneys. Do the best you can. Drink a lot of water. Cut down alcohol intake. Don't smoke. It's the same as your liver. Cut down your chemicals. You know, you can have salt, but don't go crazy. Low fatty foods and things like that. So the kidneys are important. And I've only mentioned 5 or 6 of its functions. They do more. But anyway, never want a kidney stone. So hopefully you'll never have one of those. They are worse than childbirth in terms of pain, I have been told. Anyway, I digress again. So that's all about kidney health. Look after yours this week. They are super important. And I will catch you next week. Thanks for listening.